Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your mid-October read. Let's see what's coming in for you. We're starting with the Chariot, nice. The King of Pentacles, oh, the Five of Swords, okay, they're clarified by the Eight of Cups, nice. The Three of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, wow. It's a powerful card to end on. Okay, bottom of the deck, we've got the awesome King of Cups. Love that energy. Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. You've got some interesting stuff going on here. Some really big energies and some lower energies that I feel like are a bit of a struggle. That Five of Pentacles, that energy of being left out in the cold, I feel like you might have actually been going through something recently in just one aspect of your life that's made you feel a little bit abandoned or neglected, or something's just left you feeling a bit alone and a bit downhearted. But you're holding yourself so well. I just saw that Hanged Man under there as well. To have that sandwiched by the Queen of Wands and the King of Cups, your energy and emotional state are really strong right now. You're really holding yourself well. And it's like you're using your emotional stability and sense of calm and peace, that sort of inner calm, which is definitely reflected by those Five Pentacles on that window there, as well as your passion and your inner courage and strength and conviction to overcome this sense of feeling left out in the cold with that Five of Pentacles. I'm also feeling like there may be other people in your life that are sort of distant or have made themselves distant, and it's sort of them that you're grieving, or that you're feeling this sense of loss around, this sense of being shut out, which is what I was saying. There's like one aspect of your life that feels like it's not in the same, I don't really want to say bubble, but there's this energy around you that you feel really good. There's just someone that you care about or something that you care about that's not quite in that sphere of comfort and emotional groundedness and stability. And I feel like it's just sort of hanging in the background, a little bit of a niggle in the background. That's why that card is underneath that King of Cups. It's not sort of front and center, but it's still hanging around there. We'll see if we get any more messages about that. But regardless, you're maintaining your balance really well. You can see this from a higher perspective. It's like you're just holding space for this person or this situation right now, allowing it to move in its own way. And I feel like when it's ready, it will either be reintegrated back into your beautiful sphere, or it will bounce away and you'll be able to release it, or them if it's a person. Okay, let's look at this main spread. Beautiful, powerful energy with the Chariot and the gorgeous Eight of Cups. This is definitely reflecting what I was feeling with those two energies, the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands over there. This Chariot is you taking charge of your life, and obviously what you're doing right now is moving away from what's no longer serving you. It's this sense that you're taking charge of your life. You're steering yourself in the direction you want to go, but at this point, we haven't got to the influencing energies yet, but there's something specifically that you're steering away from rather than heading towards. So you are making way for better things in your life. And I love this gorgeous Eight of Cups card. It's so beautiful. There's such a sense of freedom and beautiful possibilities waiting. She's heading towards that setting sun or rising sun. The birds symbolize that freedom, that crescent moon, reflective of your intuition. Trusting your intuition is guiding you and knowing that you're making the right decision by walking away from whatever this is. But I really feel like you're not just walking away. I mean, this Chariot, you can see these horses are running very, very quickly. And there is a sense of possibly being pulled in two different directions, and you're just trying to steer them strongly away from whatever this is you're walking away from. It is, though, this sense that you're moving very, very fast and hard. Whatever you're leaving behind, it's a definite full stop on this. You're racing so quickly away from it. There's sort of no chance that you're second guessing yourself with this, which is fantastic. When you make a decision to move away from something, you want to be certain about it, because it can be harder to go backwards sometimes if you change your mind, but I'm not getting that sense at all. It's a really positive energy. Interestingly, the influencing energies, these two here in particular, are quite opposite in the amount of energy that they have. This is a very fast, energetic, powerful card, that Chariot. The King of Pentacles is very calm and steady and measured. But these two cards, really positive. The King of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. The King of Pentacles in this deck is steering his own ship. Just like the Chariot, he's taken charge of this journey and he's steering himself in the direction he wants to go. This card feels like it has more of a destination in mind, rather than the Chariot in this situation where I was sort of feeling like you're moving away from something. The King of Pentacles seems to have more of an energy of moving towards something, but I am picking up this sense that it's not a specific goal in terms of knowing exactly what it looks like. Especially coupled with this Three of Wands, The Three of Wands is about your ships coming in, but it's the moment of pause, waiting for whatever's ahead of you to come to you. This is actually really, really positive. And the energy I'm picking up from this King of Pentacles of not quite knowing your exact destination, like not knowing exactly what it's going to look like, is kind of the best way to deal with the Three of Wands. It's bringing in some of that law of attraction energy. And it's that same idea that you don't want to tell the universe exactly what you want and how you want it to look and how it needs to arrive. Because if you get really specific, it actually muddies the waters and it can actually interfere with the flow. And the flow has been a massive message for October. Every time I've done a read, at some point, this idea of stepping into the flow state has come in for all of us. You are really on top of this right now, Sagittarius. You have an idea of what you want, but you're not filling in all of the details. You're steering your ship, so you stepped forward to direct the path of your journey, but you're kind of leaving it up to the universe and to the flow state. You've got that river in this beautiful card here. The universe, the flow, the potential, the possibilities. You're keeping yourself open to exactly where you're heading. It's like he's steering his ship, but he's following the flow of the river that he's on. These two are very much about being in that flow state, and you have nailed this, Sagittarius. You're really on top of this. It's the same flavor I was getting with that Five of Pentacles. It's like you know that this situation, this person, whatever this is, that's sort of outside your sphere of comfort is not able to match your energy and your vibration right now, but you're not letting that drag you down. You're holding it gently on either side with that Queen of Wands and that King of Cups, ready to welcome this person or the situation back in if things shift, but knowing that equally it might never come back, and you're kind of okay with that. You're holding it in a really beautiful way, and that's exactly what I'm feeling with this. It's like you've got a vision for a brand new house that you want. You can feel what it's going to feel like, but you don't know exactly what it will look like, and you don't know exactly where it's going to be or when it's going to come in. You're just holding the vision of it and trusting that the universe is going to bring it towards you when it's time. You're just holding this energy so beautifully. I really, really love it. Now, your outcome is really interesting. The Five of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune, these are like two extreme energies right here. The Five of Swords is very reflective of a no-win situation. It's an argument that has no winners and usually ends up with two losers rather than a draw. It's not a great energy, whereas the Wheel of Fortune is that powerful sense of destiny, of fate, of trusting in divine timing, which is exactly what I was feeling with those cards there, the King of Pentacles and Three of Wands. You do seem to be in this energy. And in this card, she's in the water again. It's again pointing back to that flow state. What I'm feeling around this Five of Swords energy. Now remember, this is just for mid-October. This is your outcome, but it's just the mid-October energy, the mid-October outcome. So this isn't the final part of the story. This is just something that's going to be coming towards you or emerging from within you sort of towards the end of October. But I feel like things are going to start shifting again, and I'll be doing some more reads at the end of October as well. But for right now, this particular outcome is indicating that either, and for some of you, both might resonate. For some of you, one or the other might resonate. Either you're going to have a situation externally where you feel like the energy is just getting blocked, and you've got someone around you that might be arguing with you, sometimes just for the sake of arguing, or sometimes very deliberately to try and knock you down. It's a sense of conflict that is not going to resolve by meeting the argument. The more you step up to fight this person or argue with this person, the more likely you both are to lose, to fall out, to get an outcome neither of you are happy with. The more you can step away from arguments around you, the more easily you'll stay within that flow state, and this will drop away from you without too much harm. Now, for others of you, this could actually be an internal conflict. These are the swords cards. Obviously in this deck, they've got bows and arrows, but the swords cards are the mental suit. They can be sharp and cutting, and our own thoughts can be just as nasty as the words or barbs of people around us. So this could actually be you getting in your own head, and I am feeling it because it's a 5, is maybe connected to this 5 of Pentacles. So you're holding everything really, really well for most of the month, but this is hanging around underneath the surface. Because it's under the King of Cups, I feel there's an emotional component here. This is a Pentacles card, so it is something that's happening in your material world. It does feel connected to a person or a situation that's actually happening around you. This is not just an internal emotional state, but it does feel like it's affecting you emotionally. And because of that, it's possible you're going to start getting in your head about it. You're going to start second guessing your decisions that you've made, arguing with yourself that maybe you should have done something differently, or maybe even starting to feel like you should step forward and confront this person or people connected to this situation to see if you could get a better outcome. This card is indicating that this is not the right time to do that. Remember, this is a no-win situation. Any action you take now will likely not result in the outcome you're wanting. This Wheel of Fortune as the clarifier is asking you to trust in the universe. Stay connected to that flow. Trust that things will happen in divine timing. Don't push anything before it's ready. If this is a person, don't try to push them or draw them back into your sphere before they're ready. I'm almost getting the sense like for now, you might need to feel like you need to let them come to you. We'll just see what happens. We'll see what comes out in the advice cards. And, as the readings progress towards the end of the month and as we go into November, you might get some more clarity from me. But this is also about trusting your intuition. Remember, you've got that little moon in the corner of the Eight of Cups there. You've trusted your intuition with the other aspects of your life. Trust it with this now, and trust that the universe is holding you, supporting you, carrying you along this river, just like you are as that King of Pentacles, and trusting that this will happen in divine timing. It's just that now is not the right time. Okay, let me pull some advice cards for you. You're really holding yourself beautifully, especially with that King of Cups. So don't let this derail you. It's just a temporary situation. It's just asking you to be a little bit more patient. Okay, this one flipped over. The Four of Cups. Yeah, this is a heart issue. There is heart involved with that. I was definitely feeling that. This card can indicate boredom or frustration, but I'm specifically feeling that it's for you a sense of disappointment. And it is causing a little bit of closing off. This card is just asking you to keep your heart open. You don't want to close off, because staying open the way you have been through all of these other cards is keeping you in that flow state. The more you can stay in that flow state, the more things will resolve in the best possible way. And it will actually happen quicker if you don't push it to shift too quickly. So this Four of Cups is asking for a little bit of patience and to keep your heart open, to accept the new blessings coming your way. Oh my goodness, the Temperance. It was at the bottom of the deck just before it wanted to come out. I don't normally associate the Temperance with patience. It's more about finding balance in your life, but I'm really feeling this need for patience coming through with the Temperance today. Asking for patience, asking you to trust in your inner balance. You've got that so beautifully here I was picking that up with that Hanged Man earlier as well. And to have the energy of the Queen of Wands and the calm emotional centeredness of the King of Cups is really beautiful. You're holding yourself so well. These are asking you just to maintain that a little bit longer, maintain that inner balance. And trust that your angels are watching out for you. They're holding you here. This is more water in these cards. This is about being in that flow state and letting you know that while you're in that flow state, while you're cruising that river as this King of Pentacles, your angels are able to watch over you. If you step off that river and start trying to fire arrows or swing your swords, it's going to be harder for your angels to reach you. So really maintain your inner balance. And you've got the Four of Wands. Amazing. As your final advice card, I feel like this is asking you to maintain that sense of hope and optimism for your future, knowing that a new chapter awaits. This is the 1111 gateway. You don't want to be dragging someone or something kicking and screaming through this gateway, because essentially they won't make it through that gateway with you if you're trying to drag them in. If you're in that flow state and allow them to come behind you as you move forward, everyone will end up where they're meant to be, how they're meant to be there, and when they're meant to be there. So keep that optimism, that positivity, feel that sense of celebration that comes with the Four of Wands, as though it's already happening. Keeping your heart open, maintaining your inner balance. Whatever this situation is, if you can keep this vision of success and celebration and the potential of a new chapter coming ahead of you, that will help the universe know where to guide you next. This angel will hold your hand as you step through that gateway, and there'll be reasons to celebrate. So stay optimistic, keep your heart open, stay in that flow state. Trust in divine timing. All right, let me pull 3 final message cards for you, Sagittarius. Okay, this one flipped over. The Four of Swords. Beautiful energy. You've got 3 fours in these final cards here. It's really fascinating. The Four of Swords is a card of rest and recuperation. These 2 cards can also indicate a need for meditation, for going quiet and going within. This one in particular is asking you to connect in with your heart. His hands are in prayer position over his chest, pointing straight up to those swords that are pointing straight down. It's about receiving wisdom from higher up. receiving spiritual downloads, messages from your higher self, from your angels, and being in a space of receptivity in order to feel that message deep within, in order to understand the message that's coming through. This feels like it's directly pointing towards whatever this situation is with that Five of Swords and that Five of Pentacles that's left you feeling a little bit unsettled despite all of the magic around you and within you right now. It's just one little piece of your world that's not quite meshing with the rest of it. This Four of Swords is asking you to just go quiet whenever you start getting anxious or getting in your head with that Five of Swords, or starting to feel that sense of disappointment, like you're closing yourself off. This is asking you to take time out to receive spiritual downloads. You'll start to feel that sense of flow when you're in that space again. Two of Swords, yeah, you really are in this space of not really seeing the clear way forward just with this situation. Like everything else around you is so good. That was the main part of this read. There's just this one thing that's hanging over you, and this is the thing that's causing you to get a little bit uncertain. You just can't see which path to take with this particular situation. But you have another crescent moon here. It's the same moon. It's asking you to trust your intuition. The swords are pointed straight up. She's trying to get wisdom from higher up, trusting in her intuition to provide messages. And look at all that water behind her, reminding you once again to be in the flow state. You'll be in such a better position to see clearly what you need to do. Oh my goodness. If you're in that flow state. Okay, so yes, we got the Ten of Swords. Wow, okay, this is possibly a bigger deal than I had first thought. As I said, the majority of your read looks really positive and you feel really good. Because all these Rider-Waite tarot cards seem to be pointing directly at this one little situation that is hanging in the background, niggling at you. I thought it was a fairly minor deal, but I feel like the further we've gone on, the more it's revealed itself to actually be penetrating quite deeply. So this could actually be weighing on you much more than even you're admitting to yourself. This Ten of Swords is about the death of the ego. This is an ending of some sort. I'm feeling more that it's not a definitive ending in your world and in your life. It's not saying that whatever this situation or person is that's caused you this stress is leaving you. It's more this sense that you're afraid that that's what's going to happen, that some part of you is preparing for them to be gone from your life for good. And it's really weighing on you. The thing about the Ten of Swords is it's promising an awakening. The sun is rising in the background. He has his hand in the same position as the Hierophant. It's indicating a spiritual rebirth. But this is the dark night of the soul before that rebirth occurs, and it can feel quite heavy. What I'm sensing is whatever you're going through with this, regardless of the outcome, whether this personal situation leaves your life for good or whether they shift in some way and are able to come back into your beautiful sphere of love and connection, I feel like this is going to profoundly transform you just because you've been going through this dark night of the soul. So I'm really looking forward to what this brings for you. If you can stay in the flow, you will be fine. And this is going to actually shift you quite a bit higher, Sagittarius. As difficult as it might be at some level, and I do feel like it's below the surface, like you're not looking at it too closely, which is fine. However you need to deal with it is fine. But I do feel like whatever happens, you are going to be profoundly changed by this. And that's promising really beautiful things. This is the promise of an awakening. Now, the bottom of the deck card is the Eight of Pentacles. Really love that. It's asking you, yes, stand your ground. Keep going, keep working. You've got the King of Wands there to match your beautiful Queen of Wands in exactly the same position at the bottom of the deck. You have the energy, the courage, and the passion to support you through all of this. I have no doubt you're going to come out on top with this. You're doing so well. Keep your head down. Keep working away at whatever it is that brings you satisfaction, that allows you to feel productive and grounded and gives you a sense of success and completion. This is something that you really, really enjoy. It's something that you can eventually start getting recognition for if you're not getting recognition right away. This is part of this King of Wands energy. Redirect it back into some project or task that you love doing that brings you a sense of satisfaction. Or it could actually be you working on yourself from an inner perspective, doing a lot of meditation and inner exploration. Whatever this is going to help ground you and move you through this swords energy. Got those three swords there. A lot of mental stuff going on, but you've got all of the heart, groundedness, and energy, as well as support from the angels and the universe here that you need to see this through and to have a beautiful awakening as a result. Best of luck, Sagittarius.